think I'd be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find new ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rained and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He'll look to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey, come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll run again with Love on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, Love.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
back at his home state. Royce Freeman getting the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Love. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bryce Love, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 50. Check 50.
Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 62 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
50's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On 2nd down, it's Williamson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Chad Reed. It's out. 22. Check. Cover. 22. Check. Cover.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check.
2nd and 11. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
To number 88, a gain of 14, and a Buccaneer first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, 50 the mic. In your face. Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Jim. You go crack.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
He's scared. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey. You got three. Three down. He's coming. We got double up.
On 2nd down now. It's Love. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right. I'm coming after you. Check. Crouch. Slit edge.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. H data. Give these traps. Let's go. Switch. It's 3. 10. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. He's checking.
On first down, here's Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. This is Love. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Let's go. You got to get moving.
Now a give running right is Love. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now 4th down.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Slam, slam, slam.
They'll try the left side. Williamson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Williamson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On 1st down, it's Williamson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 46-yard line.
Got it. 50, march 50, march 50. Here we go, here we go. Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Running to start the drive is Love. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here we go. Here we go.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
Switch it. Switch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Let's go. Let's do it.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On the carry, it's Love. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Love. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. You ain't going nowhere. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Now back to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Derwin James on the coverage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
95 is Mike. What 95? Let's go. Get there, good. Come.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
95 is Mike. What's 95? Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Kill. Go.
Now Jackson throwing again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Zip it. Smash, zoom, zoom.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down. Makes it manageable now.
I'm coming for you. You
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Let's go net. 15 running. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll run on first down. Williamson. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it, and an opportunity missed.
Check 31.
They'll start the drive with Love here. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. Here's Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
95, Mike. Watch 95. Let's go, deep. Let's go, deep.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check three. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Check three.
And the blitz does come. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
Tight go.
They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Check. Lucky.
Now a give, right side. Love. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Ready?
2nd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Love again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st down, it's Love. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 2nd down, it's Love. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucks on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Oh, good move. And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
Check it back, check it back. Check 37.
They'll try the left side. It's Williamson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26, check 26.
Jackson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Shift.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Open man is lost, complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
At the Buccaneers' 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? 97's the mic. Ready? 36, 36.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check four. 95, Mike. Watch 95.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Buying time to his left. The open man is Smith. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll run on first down. Williamson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the Bucks' 21-yard line.
Mike 50. I got him.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williamson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
31 yards there and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get to normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down now, it's Love. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. give, right side. Love. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
You go take. You got take. You got take right there. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up.
On first down, it's Love, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Slam. Switch. Under 10. 10. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
On second down, it's Love. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On third down, Love. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he scores! No flags anywhere, and they return it to the house to win the game.
A return!
This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
One stop. I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. Let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
Put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Raiders, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gotw. This is the NFL on EA Sports.